Official. The deal between Manchester City and Marc Guehi is done. Jose Mourinho is returning to Real Madrid. And Florentino Perez wants Erling Haaland. Enzo Fernandez is escaping to PSG for 100 million. All this, and much more in today's release. Real Madrid management officially called the current crisis a historic disgrace. Following Xabi Alonso's dismissal and Alvaro Arbeloa's appointment, Florentino Perez is preparing a radical response, the transfer of Erling Haaland this summer. According to Sky Sports, the president of the Whites sees the Norwegian as the only savior capable of pulling the team's attack out of the abyss. While there are no complaints about Thibaut Courtois and Kylian Mbappe's performance, the rest of the squad is under heavy criticism. Haaland himself considers Real Madrid the main goal of his career, and Madrid is convinced that in July there will be a real chance to buy the striker from Manchester City. However, the price tag is simply astronomical. The total deal package, including transfer fee, signing bonuses, and long-term salary, is estimated at 500 million euros. Such financial giantism makes negotiations extremely difficult, even for the royal club. So, Florentino Perez is ready to go all in to realize his long-held dream and unite two of the best forwards on the planet. If this transfer happens, it will be a very powerful duo. Although Mbappe is Mbappe, those who understand, understand. Clouds are gathering over Chelsea. World champion Enzo Fernandez could become the main character of the summer. According to L'Equipe, PSG is closely monitoring the Argentine, who is seriously disappointed by Enzo Maresca's dismissal. Having moved to Stamford Bridge for a crazy £100 million, Enzo became a hostage of chaotic management and endless coaching changes. PSG sees him as the ideal conductor for Luis Enrique's system and is ready to exploit the Londoners' moment of weakness. However, the Blues management is not going to let the asset go cheaply. The club will demand every cent back, specifically no less than £100 million. For the Parisians, money is not an issue, so the transfer looks quite realistic. My verdict: coaching instability continues to destroy the careers of top players. For Enzo, moving to Paris is a life jacket with guaranteed Champions League football. And for Chelsea, a payback for the chaotic transfer strategy of recent years. Turin's Juventus is seriously determined to return Sandro Tonali to Serie A. According to Nicolo Schira, the Bianconeri view the Italian's transfer as their main goal for the summer of 2026. Tonali has been playing for Newcastle since July 2023, when his move from Milan cost the Magpies €60,800,000. After returning to play, the midfielder became a key element of the English club's system. This season, he has already played 30 matches, in which he provided 5 assists. Juve is looking for a new leader in the center of the field, and Sandro, who has already adapted to the high intensity of the Premier League, looks like an ideal candidate. For Tonali, this is a chance to return to the comfortable environment of Serie A as a true star, and for Juventus, an opportunity to get an experienced conductor. However, Newcastle is unlikely to agree to an amount less than what they themselves paid at the time, so the tourneys will have to splash out. Marc Guehi is officially joining Manchester City. The club and the player have fully agreed on the terms of a long-term contract for a period of 5.5 years, which will run until the summer of 2031. The Englishman's salary at the Etihad will be £200,000 per week, which immediately places him in line with the highest-paid defenders in the Premier League. City management has already accepted Crystal Palace's terms and is closing the deal for an incredible £20 million. Pep Guardiola personally insisted on this transfer due to the critical injury situation in defense, so Guehi was his #1 priority. The deal is complete, and the citizens were able to outrun all competitors in the race for the player. So, this is a true victory for City. Signing the captain of the Eagles and the main defender of the England national team for such money in the midst of a crisis is exactly the move that can save Pep's championship ambitions this season. A real bombshell exploded in the Spanish media. Jose Mourinho could lead Real Madrid for the second time. Journalist Alfredo Rolano claims the Portuguese is intentionally provoking conflicts at Benfica to achieve his dismissal and return to the Santiago Bernabeu. The position of Madrid's current coach Alvaro Arbeloa, looks extremely shaky, especially after the sensational 2-3 defeat to Albacete in the Copa del Rey. Florentino Perez, according to insiders, still considers Jose the only manager whose work brought him true pleasure. The situation in Portugal has also escalated. Benfica just crashed out of the cup against Porto, losing 0-1, which only fuels rumors of the Special One's imminent departure. Mourinho is a true master of severance pay. In his career, he has already earned an incredible 96,500,000 euros from dismissals. If Benfica decides to terminate his contract now, Jose will receive another 12 million euros, and his total earnings from compensations will exceed the 108 million euro mark. My verdict: Mourinho's return to Real looks like Perez's last chance to tame a locker room that Xabi Alonso called a nursery. And for Jose himself, it's an opportunity to be back at the top while receiving another UF. Check for his exit from Portugal. Al Ittihad central midfielder N'Golo Kante is extremely close to returning to European football. Insiders Florian Plettenberg and Fabrizio Romano confirm. The 34-year-old Frenchman has already reached a full agreement with Turkish side Fenerbahce on personal contract terms. However, the transfer is not yet complete. Complex negotiations between the clubs are currently underway. Al Ittihad is desperately trying to keep their star, as the Saudis' head coach Sergio Conceição considers Kante a key player in his system. This season, N'Golo has played 22 matches, scoring 1 goal, and has shown that he is still in great shape. Kante's desire to return to a competitive environment is understandable, but for Al Ittihad, losing such a leader in the middle of the season could be critical. If the Turks push this deal through, they will get one of the best defensive midfielders of the decade, who even at his age is capable of cementing the center of the field. Harry Maguire could trade the foggy Albion for sunny Italy as early as this January. According to Tuttomercato, Inter Milan, Napoli, and Fiorentina are all contenders for the Manchester United and England defender. The situation for the 32-year-old centre-back remains complicated. He is likely to leave United at the end of the season on a free transfer anyway. However, the Italian clubs are looking to move ahead of schedule and secure the transfer during the winter window. Maguire has every chance to follow in the footsteps of Chris Smalling or Fikayo Tomori, whose careers were revitalized by Serie. For Italian football, his experience and aerial dominance could be a real asset, while for United, it's a chance to clear the wage bill 6 months early. Aston Villa has officially begun the hunt for a new striker after Daniel Malin left the team to join Italian side Roma. Unai Emery's main target is Tammy Abraham. It is reported that the 28-year-old forward has already opened the door for his return to Villa Park. Personal contract terms will not be an issue, as the player dreams of playing in the Premier League again. The situation is somewhat complicated. The player's rights belong to Roma, but he is currently on loan at Turkish club Besiktas. At the moment, Villa has not yet reached a final agreement with the Turks regarding the early termination of the loan, but negotiations are very intense. Lions fans remember Abraham well from the 2019 season, when his 26 goals helped the team return to the elite of English football. So, for Aston Villa, signing Abraham is not just a tactical reinforcement, but the return of a proven goalscorer who knows every inch of the pitch at Villa Park and is ready to score from the very first match.